411 Calisthenic Lifestyle Podcast, where we bring you tips and tricks to improving your calisthenic practice to get you faster results you deserve. Oh, tip, I am that I am. Some call me Haru, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist, back at it again, here for you live in a beautiful park with a nice waterfall under the sun, getting that vitamin D, as a brother would say. What were you talking about today? It's been a minute since I've been on this platform. I have made a few different journeys along the way, therefore made a move out to Hawaii, where it's nice and beautiful daily. I'm talking 80 degrees down on you. You know what I'm saying? A beautiful journey within the mind, body, and soul. So, let me get into the meat and potatoes. Like I said, we're going to talk about common sense. What is common? What is sense? Now, once upon a time in this journey, as we call the earth dimension, what they call it, the fourth dimension, we had an understanding and we was learning to understand or to overstand each other. A mindset of people, a mindset of human beings, as your brother would say. What's his name? Ralph. Ralph, deep divers, as the brother would say. Deep divers. So we're going to be doing some deep diving today. I just feel, and some people always saying they feel, and you know, how we move along in this particular dimension. And we'll keep it at the fourth dimension, as we say, but we definitely can go into other dimensions, as we know with our shrooms experience, our DMT, ayahuasca, and etc., etc. But at the same time, let's talk about this fourth dimension a little bit. Let's talk about an understanding of reality, as they used to call it, reality. Let's get on the same page. Let's define some of these particular definitions. Reality, understanding what's going on. You know, understanding who you are, what you about, how you exist. You know, why you allow others to dictate you and put you in a fearful mindset. You feel what I'm saying? A fearful mindset. Certain things that used to be common to our women, certain things that used to be common to our men, certain things that used to be common to children, you know, but we have allowed somebody, as the brother would say, somebody, to dictate, not just somebody, that somebody could be your influence. It is your influence. It could be your parents. It could be your teacher. It could be your coach. It could be your employer. One of the biggest ones, huh? And some of those who are not able to have the J-O-B, shout out to you. Here we go, relying on others to dictate our lifestyles, to dictate our way we get down. Where we're out and about buying all this materialistic bullshit that don't have nothing, literally don't have no value on you. Creating a mindset, creating other value that will enhance, that will embrace, that will enlighten others. You see what I'm saying? That's why I do these shows. That's why I do these videos. Not just for your purpose, but for my purpose. Just to hear what is really going on in my thinking. Thinking out loud, for example, is this particular tool I'm using as I'm entering into a recorded voice module or video module. So let's get into it. Common sense. Now, certain things are common, right? We know how to tie our shoes. Some of us, you know, don't know how to tie the shoes, but at the same time, it's common to know how to tie your shoe, right? It's common to go pick up a glass of water and drink a glass of water. It's common to eat food, put energy into your body or depleting your body. It's really a few definitions. It's more of a negative and more of a positive approach to it. Therefore, you may have a balance within that particular commonality. Now, we have an understanding of a reality, right? You wake up, you do your due diligence, you wake up, you do your rituals that you used to, right? Common. But there's certain things that used to be pretty common amongst everyone. Having a clean home. Or at least a clean bathroom. You don't have to necessarily have a clean room like most of the people you know. But certain things that was pretty common. Having clean dishes, right? Certain people have clean dishes, but then you have people who just are so-called in a situation or want to be in a situation where they just don't want nothing. They just want dirty, nasty motherfuckers who just are not even on a level where it's like, wow, how are you even existing here? Then you, like I said, certain things are common to people. Certain things, you commonly drink certain things, right? We had an aspect where we had a unity once upon a time. You know, commonality of just respect of people's space, right? That was common once upon a time. We no longer have these commonalities anymore because I think people just don't have no home training anymore. You feel me? These are things I think we just fail to realize anymore. And people just don't get it. I just don't think people get it anymore. Common sense. And that's what we're talking about, common sense. What is common today? We're making these so-called face masks, as the brother would say. It's a persona. It's an illusion. It's been an illusion. And we're making these issues an illusion because we're not facing the facts. We're not questioning the facts. We're just going about the bullshit and accepting the bullshit. That's been the problem. What used to be common is no longer common, right? Think about it. We don't even question anything no more. We just go about what people do, what we get into. This is what life is giving us. This is what life gives you, but then at the same time, you sitting up here crying, begging, asking for permission. You ever thought about that? Asking for permission. What kind of shit is that? You your own man, you your own woman. What makes you think that we got to ask for commonalities, right? But we don't have nothing in common because we're not sitting here asking the question. We're not communicating with each other anymore. We have lost our damn minds, period, point blank. We don't communicate with each other no man. We tell each other what's up. And that's been the problem, because that schoolhouse is telling people what the fuck is up. And then we're wondering why our children are acting the way they act today. And that's not common. That's not common. They're not able to critically think anymore. Right? Critically think anymore. We don't know. Even on a level where you're talking about working out or moving the body. How many of us even move the body anymore? Get an understanding of what's really going on. We lost it. We lost it. Literally, we lost it. And this is another question why I say common sense. Because we having a problem now where we have all these people keep talking about, they're talking positive, right? But it's only certain amount positive you can be or capacitate, right? You can put up with the bullshit. Look, we got to start asking the question. That's the whole point of the common sense venture. We got to start asking the question. We got to start stop allowing this bullshit that we allow to go on and go on and go on. Therefore, we get the result of a pandemic. We get the result of the bullshit. We get the result when the common person out here, literally, the majority of the masses, the dumbasses, are not getting it. You know, they're questioning vitamin D. Just go outside. Spend some time outside. Drink more water. You feel what I'm saying? Eat more healthier alternatives. Why are these things being so non-common? The things that we used to do is non-common anymore. It's not common sense. Why are these things are starting to be under the rug? We're starting to put shit under the rug instead of putting it out in front. Literally. You want your government to tell you everything. Everything to do. What to do. How to sit. How to look. What people want. This is another thing about statistics. We always talking about what people want. But then at the same time, we go about all this nonsense. That's really what it comes down. And then you have these people that's all these inspirational people that you're claiming as inspirational, like the Elon Musk and all these Bill Gates and stuff, and not knocking it. But at the same time, you still got to question the validity. These guys got access to millions and millions of dollars, so they got access to other opportunities, resources that you'll never, ever attain because you haven't bucked down and got your shit right. Period. I'm not claiming that I got all the bells and whistles and I got everything right and I got life all good and wrapped up and this and that. No, I'm always in the learning phase. I'm always in the improvement phase. That's the key, people. You always have to improve on what is actually available for you. But you see, this is the thing, too. What's actually available don't mean that it's good. You kind of see what I'm saying? What is always available doesn't mean that it's good. Kind of like, food stamps and all this stuff. Because it's available, that don't mean it's good for you. It's an opportunity. It's an option. Fuck that option. If it's keeping you in a mindset to keep you deaf, dumb, blind, why even go for it? People always talk about the ghettos in you, the ghettos in me, and I'm not doing this and I'm done. Look, people, if you accept the bullshit, you accept the bullshit. But look, it's so much prospering opportunities out here that we don't even look at the opportunities because we're not allowing ourselves to look at the opportunities. I'm in a beautiful park. Yeah, I'm looking right down the street. I'm looking literally right down the way, probably about 50 yards away from me. I have a big homeless community just chilling up under the bridge, right? Then you look over here and the grass and everything's cut. It's all beautiful park. But at the same time, you got some crazy nut over here screaming, talking to himself. And obviously, we have meds involved with this. Not talking about people, but look, we better address these issues. No wonder why Colorado's so fucked up. We don't pay no attention to anything, and then we only pay attention till after they blow the fucking school up. That's when we start paying attention. When all these shootings start happening. When they're shooting around your community and you wondering why this and that. What kind of shit is that? Like I was saying in the last video, Instagram, I'm good, I'm positive, I'm straight. But when it's kind of interesting, when you the only lion amongst a bunch of sheep, yeah, you running shit, but at the same time, you gotta wonder, what the fuck is going on with this, even though they don't have nothing to do with nothing. And it's kind of interesting even using that metaphor. Sheep, you a lion among sheeps. Why would you even give a fuck about a sheep? I want something else. Fuck a sheep. A sheep ain't got nothing. They ain't even got no meat on them. Why would I? You feel me? If I'm a lion among sheeps, or the wolf among sheeps. Come on, people. Let's think about these metaphors. Let's get on some common reality, some common sense approach. Think about it. Why are you allowing a government official, a politician that don't have no access to none of your community? He might have access to that funding, what's going on in the community to fund it, but no access. He's not community working. He's not working the people. He don't know what's going on with the people. You feel what I'm saying? That's the misnomer. That's the problem. Like I said, you got people on all these meds and everything else, and this is normal around this motherfucker. It's normal now. It's normal to be on pharmaceuticals. This is a normal aspect, and then we wondering why these cats up here acting stupid, acting retarded, acting way out of character, if that makes sense. Maybe it might be a good thing for them to act out of character. But the problem have to be addressed. Literally, the problem have to be addressed. Because all we doing to our community is fucking it up. Literally. Going a whole nother route, and then we're wondering why we got these issues going within our community. Nobody want improvement. Nobody want improvement unless there's capital involved in it. Right? Long as capital involved in it, money, millions. Look at these politicians. They're multi-millionaires. They don't need the money to run these campaigns. You need the money to run the campaign. What's good with you, brother?
You need a lighter. I was hoping you would.
I do not, brother. I do not have one.
Yes, you're shifted.
That was intermission right there. Intermission right there. But at the same time, talking about some real talk. Like I said, your voice is being heard. It's just about getting your voice out there to be heard. That's the key. They got these mediums. They got these social mediums, YouTube, Facebook, and all these different platforms, Instagram and all of them. But they're still owned by a corporation. Right? They're still owned by a corporation. They're going to get their money. What they were saying, I remember hearing Grant Cardone talking about Twitter, talking about shutting down their office. Right? See, this shows you the mindset of where the people are truly at. When the rubber truly meets the road. Okay, folks? When the rubber truly meets the road, we have these real issues start to come about. See, this is the problem too. People are not people anymore. We're not human beings, as the brother would say. We're not human in a being, in a mindset. See, that's where it's at. It's a mindset. Therefore, the mindset creates the physical aspect of it, where you're putting your physical body into, right? Your environment. Think about it. The environment you keep, the company you keep. What they say, the first 5 people you keep. You know, and that got some relevance, but then it doesn't have no relevance if you're not allowing them to influence you. That's why I've been kind of cleaning up my environment, cleaning up the people I associate with. Because, you know, the people you associate with are broke. They get their broke mind, broke body, broke back mountain. They broke mentally, physically, spiritually. You feel me? People don't, and then the funny thing is, when people so-called spiritually are religious, that's 2 different aspects, two different dualities right there. I can't stand the religious aspect. Let me keep it real with you. The religious aspect keeps you deaf, dumb, blind. You talk about God. What has God done for you now? We're in this COVID issue. God has left the building. God has left the planet Earth. He said, fuck this shit. I'm not even dealing with this. Y'all can keep that. Only the strong will survive. Let me repeat that. Only the strong will survive. What's common? Whew. What's common? Huh? Common sense. What do you want? What do you want? It's interesting. Working at Home Depot. One of the biggest businesses out there right now. Far none. They're up there with Walmart. I'm sure they're making billions and billions of dollars. I work in one of the most successful Home Depots in the country. Right? And the one thing we notice about the customers coming in this building, is that they're spending money. That's the key thing. They're spending money just to spend money. Literally, they're spending money just to spend money. To get out, to have some kind of spiritual, let me back up. Social connection with people. Literally, even though that's not even the case. Because they're coming in there and it's all about them, right? It's all about selfishness. It's all about what I can buy, what I can get. Not benefiting anybody else. It's not benefiting anybody else. It's what they want. If they claiming what they want, right? Common sense. Common understanding. Common overstanding. Common reality. Why have we been a culture, even though we're information overloaded, literally, daily in, day out, but it's what information you are gathering. When you're watching that dumbass news channel that's feeding you fear every day. Propaganda, and they call me a conspiracy theorist. That's what they label me, a conspiracy theorist. A conspiracy theorist that brings out truth. Truth to the masses. Even though my YouTube channel, my social media presence is not as big as NBC, CBS, CNN, yada, 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 Fox Network, all the other crappy bias channels that's paid to do their job to keep you in fear. Greatest invention. It's funny too, because wonder why Tesla didn't want to get involved in the television set. You ever thought about that? Why didn't he create a television? You know, he had the technology. He knew what was up. Maybe he was thinking like what I'm thinking. Maybe this machine is not what we need within this society of mindset of human beings. Maybe he wanted you to think for self. What you say? Imagination. Imagination. As you use your imagination, your creativity, your creativity. These are the premise. These are the winners. Why you think Nikola Tesla, why you think Elon Musk is so successful? Think about it. This dude don't watch no TV. He don't watch no TV. He don't even get caught up in the news. The news is all BS, people. It's all BS. Look, if you're serious about getting an understanding or taking back ownership of your life, your fitness, your finances, your spirituality, I can help you. I can help you get back on the grid of understanding who you are, wake you up, awaken. And even though you have to take the first step and open up, period, point blank. If you like this podcast, if you like the subject matters that I've been on for a while, please share this content. This is what's gonna awaken us. We gotta bring our sources, our resources together. A sister hooked up with me at the job recently. She's growing a bunch of stuff. Fruits, vegetables, all types of stuff. I said, what can I do to enhance? What can I do to be a part of the growth? To help you take your game where we can benefit each other. Financially, spiritually, physically, whatever you want to do, however we want to get down to take it to the next level. This is what time it is. We have to do this. Each one teach one, as my brother Marcus Garvey would say. Each one teach one. On that note, share this podcast. Share it amongst your friends, family, those who you think that could benefit from this subject matter. Common sense, common reality, coming together on a mutual understanding. We know love is the highest frequency. We know fear is the lowest frequency. And it's understanding too. Maybe that's why we have most of these people homeless. They ain't fearful of anything. The only thing they're fearful is of capital, of getting their money right, of taking full responsibility in your financial endeavors. On that note, much love, peace, and understanding. Get at me. You know what I'm talking. You know, you got all my social media, so it's no secret. Take the time, listen, tune in. Much love, peace.